Hey guys, it's Andrea. I'm back with another Sew With Me for the Scrappy Americana flag by Holt. I'm going to link down below Fat Quarter Shop if you want to grab this kit or this pattern book. Today we're continuing work on the 20,000 blue stars, give or take. You see these stacked over here? We've got them all sewn together. Now we have to press them and square them up. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tilt you a little bit over here to the squaring up station so you're not just staring at the back of my head, because I'm taking y'all with me for this. I'm not doing this alone. We're in it together. It took us the whole hour last week just to sew these. And it may take us the whole hour to square them up and press them. Like I said, 20,000 of them. Not literally, but seems that way. I think there's 200 in actuality. So coming back to me now. Nights of endless pleasure. More than anyone. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stacks. And we're still on stack number 1. Things we never do again that I always seem right. Right, there's those. Next stack. 1 down, 9 to go. I'm pressing them all to the dark. The nights of endless pleasure. I have been pretty productive today, y'all. Let's see what I did. Oh, first I got up and Mom and I went out to eat. Then we went to Aldi. And then we went to Walmart. Aldi for Mom, Walmart for me. I did get Stella a big thing of shrimp cocktail from Aldi though. That girl loves a shrimp cocktail. Then Sam was very unhappy, but he had to run errands with me before I took him to work because I wasn't making 2 trips, so he sat in the car in silent protest during my run around. No, I'm just kidding. He wasn't thrilled about it, but what can he say, you know, from his ride. So I had to go get my hair washed by my niece at the beauty parlor. And brought her some goodies from the Horde. And I went to the post office. I mailed off 2 giveaways. One from the Member Only Live and one, the Sew Sampler box that I gave away. If you're waiting on either one of those, they're in the mail. Then I went and picked Stella up from school, dropped Sam off at work. And what did Stella? Oh, Stella wanted to eat Subway, so I took her to Subway. I went in Pizza Hut and got me another one of those pizza quesadillas, basically. It was pretty good. And I also went to the Lemonade House Grill and got a lemonade. Appalicious was closed today, or I would have went in there. But they were unexpectedly closed. And I did unboxings. 3. And now I'm sewing. So yay for me. I had to force myself to get up off the couch and put makeup on and unbox though. I was this close to not doing nothing. But I'm being a good girl. Being a good girl. This one. Next. 4th stack. 6 to go after this. This part's no big deal, all the pressing. It's the squaring up that's gonna hurt. The squaring up factor. You hold me like that. It's going with the wind, but it's all coming out. Dang, that's hot. This iron gets so hot, y'all. Things I never do again, and they always seem right. Fifth stack. Get it one more. Oh, I got some more stuff to make some more strawberry shortcake because that everyone loved it. Everyone in the house loved the strawberry shortcake, so we got fixings to make more. Oh, and they gave me something random that I didn't even order or pay for. It was a box of Nutty Buddy moon pies. It's random. I've never even heard of such a thing, but we've got them now. I don't know how that happened, but that Pizza Hut kind of made me feel a little queasy. I probably won't order that again. Freaking allergies are acting up big time today for some reason. I've sneezed about 30 times, I think. My eyes are all watery and red, and I'm snotting everywhere. Assuming it's allergies because it just came out of nowhere. You know, I didn't even have anything in my hand. You're a goofy goober, yeah. She's a goofy goober, yeah. Goofy, 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 goofy goober. Okay, next stack. Crap. Fry an egg on that thing. Seventh stack. I'm sorry, eighth stack. Eighth stack. Because there's 10, right? If I was a nice person, I would have done this to the side and not made y'all sit through it, but I'm not a nice person. If I've got to, you've got to. Mama talking to me, trying to tell me how to live. Dun 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 dun. But I don't listen to her because my mind is like a sieve. Dun 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 dun. My Sam ate one of the Nutty Buddy moon pies. He said it wasn't bad dipped in milk. There's his review. I have no interest in eating that stuff. Ninth stack. They do that to me all the time. I get extra stuff all the time from Walmart. Sometimes the biggest, I mean, I got someone's huge order one time. Usually it's just a few items. 3 or 4, like, you know, they gave me one bag of someone else's or something. That's probably what they did this time. But one time it was like a whole crap ton of, a whole load of groceries. Like someone was obviously having some kind of breakfast party or something, because it was like all these breakfast foods. They were making a feast, I tell you what. Well, they thought they were going to be making a feast because they gave it to me instead. Oh, and one time I got, someone ordered like 20 cans of kidney beans, and I got them somehow. Kidney beans for days. Janet took most of those home and ate them. And of course I tell Walmart, and they're like, okay, just keep it because they can't take it back. And I make note of it. I don't even tell them anymore when there's just like one thing in there or something. I'm just like, thanks for the freebie. Last stack. Yeah, the kidney bean thing was hilarious. Like, who eats so many kidney beans? Heck are you frying bacon for? Iron's being very loud. Sounds like she's frying bacon. Fried up in a pan. I'm a woman. All right. And look, I remembered to move the camera back. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh my gosh, look at all these stacks we've got to do. How long did the ironing take us? 17 minutes? These have all got to be squared up. Oh, Lord. My wrist is probably going to be hurting after tonight. Ooh, that was nails on a chalkboard. Baby, 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 you touch me like this, and you hold me like that. So long ago, but it's all coming back to me. There were nights of endless pleasure. They definitely need to be squared up. So you would be a honky-tonk man, a wonky-tonk man. My hands are already getting tired. I'm only one stack in. This is the not so glamorous side of quilting. I'm starting a new project tomorrow and I've got to cut for the whole quilt. Whoo-wee! There's one stack done. One down, 9 to go. Oh, tomorrow I might end up putting a sew with me up if it takes me a long time to cut, because tomorrow I've got a full work day too, so I might not have it all done in time to post tomorrow. So if you don't see one up tomorrow, that's why. It took me a long time to cut it. I should probably cut it up tonight if my hand's not too wore out after doing these. I would still probably rather do this than to sew finishing on a quilt. I still like this better than sewing the borders and sashings. That's my least favorite part. If you don't square them up, you're gonna have some wonky tongue blocks. Ooh. Ooh, this one's really bad. This one is 1/8 of an inch too short on one side. How did I manage this? Wow. It's literally 1/8 of an inch too short right here. I mean, you can tell by looking at it, it's wonky. I need to remember that one's off and give it a very scant seam. It is literally 1/8 of an inch too short. This one looks weird too. This one's weird too. Yo, this one's too small too. How did I manage this? This is so not good. Did I ever tell y'all the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me? We were at, it was me and Sam. Sam was probably 2.5. And it was me and Sam and my friend Kelly in Branson, Missouri on vacay. And they have Table Rock Lake there that has a swim beach, right? So Sam is down playing in the water, and Kelly and I are further up on the bank, you know, just laying there watching him. And in between us comes an amputee. a lady missing her leg. And she camps down right in between, like the amputee, the water where Sam is. Sam sees this lady with no leg and starts screaming at the top of his lungs, "Mom! Mom! She's only got one leg!" Screaming. And I'm so mortified. I try to act like I don't know who this kid is, right? I ignore him like I don't hear him scream. And he screams it again. "Mom! She's only got one leg!" Oh, God. And I still don't respond, right? And he yells, "That is so not good." That lady, oh my God. It was probably the most embarrassing day for her as well as me. I will never forget that as long as I live. Mom! Oh gosh, kids. So not good. So now y'all got to tell me your most embarrassing moments. And I hope you don't say, "Well, see, I'm an amputee and I went to the beach one day." She's only got one leg. I put those two short ones right here. I'm going to put them on top here, and hopefully I'll remember that the top two are too short on one side. We've freaking hiccups. We've only done 2 stacks in 12 minutes. This might be the entire video. It's probably going to go into next video, honestly, at this rate. This is when you just put your music on or your audio book on or your show and just zone out. Of course I can't because I'm talking to y'all. You're so needy. tomorrow night I'm gonna try to make my other HelloFresh meal, which is pizza. Pizza. Tomorrow, my pasta HelloFresh meal's going up. I've made that one already. Now we'll need to make the pizza one. This one's a little short too, but not bad. Not bad enough that I'm gonna pull it out and point at it and jeer. And Stella wants to go to the fair. She's going with her friend tomorrow. She says she wants to go with me too. Stella?
Yes?
What time are you doing fair tomorrow? Directly after?
I don't know. I'm going to ask Chachi when she's...
I don't think the rides start till 5. But it's either 4 or 5, but I think it's 5.
Dang, okay. Can you cut me up an apple?
Stella, you can't cut up an apple.
No, it's really sad.
No, it's really sad. It is sad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have hands, so that's why I can't.
You don't have hands?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
I was born without them. You know this. I have to wear prosthetic hands on camera so I don't get bullied.
It's so silly. Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Which I could still go at like 4 and walk around if the rides weren't started yet. Oh yeah, that's another thing I got today is apples and some caramel for dipping. That's 3 stacks out of 10 down. I'm gonna go cut her apples real quick. BRB. Okay, 4th stack. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna finish these this video. Guess this one's not gonna be a sew with me. This one's gonna be a press and square with me. There must be, let's see if there's 200 total. So there's 20 in each stack. Oh, this one's going to be very close. This has just got like a little sliver. This one's got tons of wiggle room. Here comes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. Leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. Be cool, relax. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love. I'm kind of frustrated at my book. That Magpie Murders, the first half was so freaking good, and then they completely changed directions halfway through, and it's a totally different story, and I don't dig the different story. So I'm like, what the heck, y'all? It was so good. I may end up I've been like probably 2 hours past the point where they changed the story, and I'm still not into it. So I might end up quitting it. If it doesn't get interesting quick, fast, and in a hurry again, I'm outie. Outie 5,000. Ruined a perfectly good book. So yeah, I'm pretty salty about the pulling the rug out from underneath my good story and going a different direction. Pretty salty about it. Hey, we got another stack down. 4. We got 4 stacks. 6 more to go. This will probably be the last stack. Maybe. Maybe we'll get one more stack in before the hour's up. Don't know. It. Crazy little thing called love. Be cool. Relax. I did Google something interesting today because people kept saying, I kept hearing people saying how Memphis was the murder capital of the United States or whatever. But that's not true because I Googled it. And at first I Googled the state with the highest murder rate per capita. And guess what state it was? I was totally not expecting this. Going down to Louisiana, it's question 17. And they said Louisiana has held that honor for a long time. Highest murders per capita. Okay, then I said, I meant to say city. And the city with the most murders per capita is, drum roll, St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis. It's so funny. All of my favorite places are high murder capitals. I love New Orleans. I love St. Louis. I love Memphis. Like, I love them. I feel at home in all of those places. I mean, 100% comfortable in all of them. Probably naively so, but I have never felt uncomfortable in any of those places. I feel really comfortable in Memphis because I'm there a lot. It's St. Louis. I've always heard that about St. Louis too was so dangerous. And we love St. Louis. I freaking love St. Louis, man. I guess I'm just a renegade. Going down to Louisiana, it's question 17. St. Louis East, they said, which is, I believe, downtown St. Louis, which that's where we always stay and that's where we always go, downtown St. Louis. It's the best part. Besides the zoo. The zoo's not downtown, but all the other cool things are. Hey, another stack down. Hey, we can do another one. We'll get at least half of them done. Because I've got, looks like 10 minutes. So at least we're halfway. And you gotta think too, when you hear a place like that is high in murder rates and stuff, it's not just random violence. You know what I mean? It's not like just random, hey, everybody's getting shot willy-nilly. There's usually, you know, who's getting shot and killed, they know each other. It's personal vendettas, it's not random. So you gotta take that stuff like that with a grain of salt. And if you're not doing things you shouldn't be, you'll probably be all right. Know what I mean, man? Don't start no trouble, won't be no trouble. used to actually volunteer at the prison in Memphis. The federal prison, the big timers. When I was in graduate school, we had to do that for graduate school. We had to do 2 different volunteer stints, one smaller, one bigger. But anyway, one of mine that I picked was at the federal prison, and I volunteered in the visitors room, in the kids' play area of the visitors room. So, like, prisoners were there visiting with their families, and if there was children with them, there was this little play area they could go to if they wanted to, this little glassed-in play area. And I would sit in there with the kids. And then there was a volunteer prisoner, probably a trustee kind of person, that was in there with me. That was an interesting gig. Then the other place I had to volunteer was a battery, domestic violence center that would like follow up to domestic battery cases that the police were called at. They would tell us about it, and then we would check in with the victim periodically, offer them services, support, etc., etc. Oh, and actually I did another volunteer gig in Memphis. Why did I do 3? I don't know. The other one, was my favorite. It was, oh my gosh, it was so cool. I had such a blast. It was, what was it called? The RIP program, I think it was called. It was all littles, like littles, like 5-year-olds and with behavioral problems. And so what we do is we would be training the parents how to handle these children, basically. So they would come in with their unruly child, and we would put them through this program where they learned consequences and this and that, and what to do when your kid's having a fit, etc., etc. And it was free, but the parent would have to volunteer their time after their kid was through the program to help teach other parents. It was a really cool program. And the kids were just awesome, and it was so cool just to see their behaviors turn around like that with a little training. And then what was so great is you were teaching the parents how to do it, not just the kids. The parents are the ones that need the instruction, you know what I mean? These are just littles. They're doing whatever you train them to do. We had a 2-way, my favorite was the 2-way mirror. We would be behind the 2-way mirror, and we'd instruct the parent to what to do in the playroom with their kid while we're watching them. And we would knock on the glass when we wanted them to switch toys. Because this would be a point a lot when the kid would start throwing a tantrum, when you took a toy or whatever. It was just so, the kids loved it. It would get so when they heard that knock, they would immediately start cleaning up their toys, getting ready for the next. It's crazy how well that program worked. The only bad thing I can say about it is I caught head loss from one of the kids, and that was a nightmare. Have y'all seen my hair? That was a nightmare. I'm not done with this stack. Here's this done stack. We've got 6 done stacks, y'all. We're more than halfway done. But I'm not through with this stack. For some reason, it got separated. Regional Intervention Program. It was the RIP program. I wonder if they still do that in Memphis. Some of those kids were rotten, man. Rotten. I love littles though. I worked with just kids for many years. They were my favorite for a long time. The majority of my career I worked with strictly children. It's just been in the past, I don't know. I don't know if it's been, if I can say 10 years it's been adults, maybe 8. I've been the therapist for 25 years. But that was really rewarding and fun, that job, that volunteer stint. Yeah, why did I have 3 of them? I guess we had to do 3. I think we just had to do 2, but. The prison one and the domestic violence ones, I wasn't there as long as I was the RIP one. That was probably my main one. I got a hellacious case of head loss from those kids. I learned my lesson about wearing my hair down at work with that one. And you know, they're hugging all over you. So, then you're going to get it if they've got it and your hair's down. Yeah, that was a nightmare. And probably the second most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me is I had just started dating this dude and I gave him head loss. I had to call him and tell him I had head loss. It was the most embarrassing and mortifying thing in my, one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Yeah, that one. Gave this guy head loss. Needless to say, he did not talk to me anymore after that. He dumped me. It wasn't my fault. It's not like I was dirty girl or something. I mean, I got it legitimately from an honorable profession. Yeah, that was quite embarrassing. At least I told him. I could have just ghosted him and not told him and let him wonder why his head was so itchy for a while. Okay, here we go. 6 stacks done, 4 to go. We'll finish them next video. And then we'll start sewing them because we'll definitely won't take us all next video to finish squaring up. Now I've told y'all 2 of my most embarrassing stories. You got to tell your most embarrassing stories down below in the description box. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, guys. Subscribe if you like to watch. Sew with me, and I'll see you at the next one.